Hi everyone, my name is Marie-Elise and I'm with the University of Rhode Island's Inner Space Center. Right now I'm coming to you live from RV Endeavour located off the coast of Rhode Island.
We're coming to you live from the research vessel Endeavour. We want to be able to tell the story of the history of the Battle of Point Judith.
So this wreck is in scuba diving depth, but we're using ROVs to take a look at it because it's safer for people and it allows us to, through Telepresence, bring more people to the site. So that's why we're using ROVs.
So we're very excited to be hosting this live broadcast from the research vessel Endeavour. And right now we're off the coast of Block Island and off the coast of southern Rhode Island. Meaning of this whole program really is to do some exploration in Rhode Island waters and look at some shipwrecks. Endeavour is actually 40 years old now, so we're hopeful to replace the Endeavour in a couple of years. And this new ship will be what we call leaner and meaner. It'll be smaller, it'll hold fewer people, and it'll be equipped with all sorts of advanced technology, including telepresence. So this technology enables us to have ship-to-shore telecommunications, so we can basically be here and using our satellite system on the ship, broadcast video live to the Inner Space Center and then out to the internet and out to Rhode Island PBS and other sites. We have two teachers on board, Shannon Donovan, who you'll hear from later, and Tiffany Risch. And Shannon actually did live broadcast to her classroom. She taught her class essentially from the ship during this week. So this telepresence technology is very powerful for delivering live broadcasts. So I want to just set the stage a little bit. We're just east of Block Island and south of Point Judith, really. If you drew a straight line due south from Bonnet Shores and a straight line due east from the tip of Block Island, you'd be at the U-boat, and that's where we are right now.
We've been experimenting with using the Endeavour, which is the first time that we've used this ship since 2006.
And the vehicle is diving. We're on the seafloor. The depth is about 22 meters deep, about 26 meters deep right here. There's a live shot coming from that ROV. This is actually what we call the quad view. So I believe there's some other questions coming in. Marie-Elise?
There is. We had another question come in on our live chat asking what are those lasers for, and are they lasers or something else?
Over here.
Sure.
Welcome, Gabe. Question probably from one of my students is, are you afraid that Miss Donovan is going to crash your ROV later when she gets to drive it?
See the people on deck that are tending the tether, so they have to make sure that the tether is in a safe orientation.
Can you explain what the role of that tether is?
So the tether brings power and communications from the vehicle to the ship.
What would you say to students who do what you do?
Well, number one is curiosity.
Coming from Kyle, who set up out on deck, and they're launching that ROV in the water as we speak. Several, probably 10 or 20 feet below the ship, with the camera tilted up so that they can look at the hull of the ship silhouetted there as they're riding on the surface. And what we're going to do is have this broadcast going live out to our website. So you can go to innerspacecenter.org/RIREX, learn more about the project, of course, but also watch the live feed. We're broadcasting 24 hours a day.
We're actually going to go out on deck now because it sounds like something really neat is going on.
And so what you see right now is the red and the yellow at the top is a syntactic foam float, so that gives the ROV its neutral buoyancy. We've just placed the top of the vehicle back onto the bottom of the vehicle.
I'm Bill Palmer, and the reason why I'm here is because I wrote the book on the U-853. I mean, literally, I wrote the book on the 853. Crew in the Endeavour is just 130 feet away from the last German U-boat sunk in World War II.
Yeah, so Bill Palmer was about to talk about what happened on the fateful day that the U-853 was sunk. So it had just sunk the USS Eagle in Casco Bay, Maine, and it was coming down towards southern New England, and it encountered off of Point Judith, Rhode Island, the Black Point, which is a steamer carrying cargo of coal up from Virginia on its way to Boston, and it sank that ship, and then that started a kind of a manhunt for the submarine with the U.S. Coast Guard first and then some other Navy craft.
We've had a few questions coming in on the chat, and it seems like people are confused by what inner space actually refers to. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, sure. So the Inner Space Center was a name of a facility, a term that was coined by Robert Ballard, actually, inner space. And what inner space is what we refer to inner space as is the deep ocean, the deep sea. Basically, anything that's not outer space is inner space. So that where light does not penetrate, that beyond where scuba divers can go, the deep sea, which is always dark, is the inner space, as we call it. And, we're learning as we go here. This is one of the challenges with operating technology, because this is all part of science. It's all part of ocean exploration, to see what technology is good for different projects. So we'll see. These are the projects we're working on. Back to you.
Well, thank you so much. This concludes our final scheduled show from the Endeavor. But I'd like to encourage you to watch online. We're still going to continue to stream. Thanks so much for joining us, and continue to explore with us.